Back for more fun grammar on a Saturday night.
Actually, it's not that fun.
It's not what?
That's fun. But
Thank you for being honest. um, I'm the only one who loves spending Saturday night this way. I'm just kidding. It is fun though. I like grammar. It's fun, especially when I get stumped. It's my favorite stuff. Yeah, idioms and acting are much more interesting subject matter. Yeah, this stuff is not the funnest, but pretty important for writing. We'll give it a minute here, though. I think we should have some more people joining us. Yeah, let's see. I was hoping to do a friend's lesson like tomorrow, but I am decided to take the day off after this week, which has been kind of crazy. Oh, good. But Monday for sure. Good. Welcome back, Luba.
Hello again. I found the way to enter it.
Oh, great.
So I'm not just teaching. I'm not just learning English. I'm learning to use tablet. Is that right? Tablet? Or
yes.
How do...
Yep. You can call it tablet. Or a lot of people use iPad if it is an iPad, but tablet's good.
I thought iPad it's for like Apple, and I don't have an Apple. What is this?
Good. Yeah, then tablet.
No, it's something else. It isn't.
Yeah. Then tablet is correct. That's a weird thing. I don't know why, because an iPad is a tablet, but people who own them never call it their tablet. That's a weird thing. Brand loyalty or something. Brand snobbery.
Can I call it just thingy? Like
you certainly can. Thingy. That's a great noun for anything you can't remember the name of.
And you don't know how to handle.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good word. Fun. Greg, welcome back.
Hi again.
All right, glad you're here. We've got a lot more apostrophe work to do yet today. Fun and exciting. The next one, we'll get started. It's nice when we have repeat people, so we don't have to kind of repeat the grammar review at the top. All right, here's another common error that many native speakers make. Whose versus whose. Let's get a volunteer. Luba, would you?
Yeah, that's the trickiest thing for me, actually.
Is reading or this? Who
no, not reading. The two of these words.
Okay, good. Because I thought your reading sounded fine.
No, reading is such a problem. The word whose is a contraction of who is. Many people mix it up with the pronoun whose because of the identical pronunciation. If you can substitute who is, you can use whose in informal situations. For example, who's coming to the party means who is coming to the party. If you can't substitute who is, you need the word whose. Whose shirt is this?
Wonderful. Very nice. So this is common. Everyone struggles with this. They teach it explicitly in schools to native speakers. like native children take tests to learn this. I'll give 1,000,000 bonus points if someone can tell me what kind of pronoun whose is.
Possessive.
It is not. Good guess, but it is not a possessive pronoun. And that's where this gets confusing. Some people mistake it for that. Anyone else? 1,000,000 bonus points at stake. Good.
Can you give the
Okay.
options?
Relative.
Yes, it is a relative pronoun.
Oh my gosh, I took a shot.
Very, very good. 1,000,000 bonus points to you.
What am I going to do with my bonus points? Because I have a lot.
You do have a lot. Someday maybe we'll have a bonus points shop where you get imaginary prizes for your imaginary.
And acting class is okay for me.
Oh,
I will
okay.
be Rachel all the time with a lot of the participation as Rachel.
That was funny. All right, well, that'll be a fair prize for the points. Yeah, so this is kind of the class of pronouns we forget about, relative pronouns. They do subordinate a clause, so they are kind of tricky. All right, so we're going to practice using these. We're going to go back to the Google document. I'll share it again in case you closed it out.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Relative, is it like the same like which?
Yes, there are 3 relative pronouns, which, that, and whose. Sometimes where also. That's what I remember off the top of my head. Yeah, which is a relative pronoun, and that is a relative pronoun.
Thank you.
Yeah, great question. All right, let me put the Google Doc back in the chat for anyone. Oh, and Asma is joining us. Hello, Asma.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, great. So we are working on some apostrophes. We're going to go to this Google Doc. The link is in the chat. And you're going to write 3 sentences with who is. It also could be who has taken my cheese. And then 3 with the relative pronoun whose. All right, so go ahead, everyone. And back to the Google Doc and type your whose and whose sentences, 3 of each.
Excuse me, teacher. I didn't understand the task.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you just joined us. I'm sorry. We are practicing the apostrophes. So sometimes when we have a who apostrophe S, that's
Yeah.
a contraction for who is.
Yeah.
Many people mix it up with whose, W-O-H-O-S-E, which is the relative pronoun. So we're going to write 6 sentences. 3 sentences using whose with an apostrophe, and 3 sentences using whose. Oh, look, I'm sorry, I incomplete directions. We'll also write a 7th sentence using both whose and whose. And I have done that. If you need an example, on the page, I'll put it in bold on the Google Doc.
Yeah.
So, okay, good. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And the link to the Google Doc is there for you, too.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
how do we call the wire to? I've been listening to an echo. The wires to carry electricity on the streets.
Like the wires?
The wires.
I think we say electrical cables or
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Good.
How many sentences?
3 with whose the contraction, 3 with whose the relative pronoun, and 1 with both for 7 total sentences.
Okay.
And I am going to put a couple more. We'll see if not everyone gets 7, that's okay. I'm going to put a time limit on this task just for we still have quite a bit to work on. So let's do maybe 2 more minutes. See how we do. See holiday.
I'm sorry, how do we spell windowsill?
Oh, good question. Window sill is S-I-L-L.
S-I-L. Okay. I was correct, but it doesn't look right.
It's a weird word. It would look weird. Oh, hang on a second. This may be not only a relative pronoun, but you may have been right, Luba. This might be a possessive pronoun as well.
That's why it's so confusing for me.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at this example that just came out of my head. Looks to me like a possessive. So let me double check on that. That was our timer, but I just want to check on this and make sure I'm giving you all good information. So go ahead and finish your sentences. We'll read them in just a second.
So it's like it is relative and possessive in one time?
I think it's now it makes sense. I got it. In my example here, example 5, I couldn't tell whose phone was ringing. This is not possessive. No, it is possessive. It's not a pronoun, right? It's not taking the place of some. Well, wait. I couldn't tell.
I finished.
All right. I'm going to have to research this. I think what we have is a possessive adjective. I don't think it's a pronoun, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll have to look.
And it's the same with which?
Oh yeah, if the focus was on the phone, yeah, not on people, but on phones. Yep, we could in this sense. I couldn't tell which phone was ringing. Ooh, yeah, that's a very special, confusing area. We'll have to look into that more. For now, I want to say it is. Not real sure. In this case, it seems to be. It definitely seems to be possessive here. All right, let's look at our different examples and see what we can do. And maybe we'll get a little more information about this later in the lesson too. All right. So Anna, do you want to go ahead and read yours?
Yes.
All right.
Are you prepared?
I don't know if I am.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay. Whose strange of hair is that in your suit? Who is going out with you? Are you cheating on me? You'd better tell me. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
No worries. I'm gonna put this.
Who is going to ask? Who's the boss? Those.
Oh boy.
Sorry, teacher.
Do you want me to read it?
Yes.
All right, I'll try.
Sorry.
We'll see if I fare
Sorry.
any better. I might have the same problem. Whose strand of hair is that in your suit? Who's going out with you? Are you cheating on me? You'd better tell her. I don't know who's going to ask. Whose balls are those that I will hang on the electrical cables? Oh boy. That's a good image. Who's going to prevent you from that? Tell me, otherwise you will never know whose bun I'll carry in my womb. You will never know who's going to go out with me. Who's going to save you from my anger? Who's going to answer? Whose tongue I will cut off you if you don't confess right now. Very funny. Maybe a little scary for the gentleman in the class. With lots of who's. Let's look. I think we need to look right now. Who's?
Okay. Sorry, Stephanie. I couldn't hold my breath.
No worries. It was really funny. And good example. That's one way to make grammar fun is vary your examples. I just want, so whose is definitely not a possessive pronoun. It doesn't take the place. Or is it? Nope, look at that right there.
No, look the second one.
Yep,
it's the
who
only
is?
possessive relative pronoun.
Yep, here it is. It is a possessive.
No. Click back. Do you see whose is the only possessive relative pronoun in English?
Oh, all right. So maybe that's why I wasn't. All right. So it is a relative pronoun and it is a possessive relative pronoun.
Yes.
He's the only one.
Great. So we're all right here.
The bonus as well.
What's that? Say that again, Anna.
She earned the bonus.
Yeah, 1,000,000 bonus points to Luba as well. Very good. Double million also for beating the teacher. Although
I
that's
didn't
really
intend to. I
it's
was I was just trying to understand.
Oh no, that's what we're here for, and nobody knows all the grammar. In fact, it's really not worth 1,000,000 bonus points to prove me wrong. It happens most classes. No, I'm right a lot, but grammar's tricky. So excellent. This is a possessive pronoun. It's also a relative pronoun. Let's get back to our examples. So good, showing, asking, belonging. Here we have the contraction is. Again, is. Oh. Who's the possessive, right? Who is the verb? I don't see any mistakes. They all seem clear. Any questions on Anna's examples?
No, she's great.
Okay. Let's continue. Greg, you're next on my scroll site. There.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Who is responsible for all the tasks in this department? Can you tell me who is a leader in this football team? Who is the best student at your university? Whose car is parked before the store? Whose cup is on that table? Whose essay it is?
Great. I started talking on mute still. Great. So let's look at these. Who is here? Very good. Perfect. Next one, also, who is a leader? Careful, we've repeated the verb is.
Yeah.
No worries. And third one, also correct, who is the best student at your university? Here, we would not capitalize university.
I don't know why I capitalized.
Oh, no worries. We would if it was who's the best student at Loyola State University, but not in this case. Good. Here we have it as a question. Very good. We do use this in our question asking about possession, right? When we don't know who it belongs to, we use whose. Whose cup is on the table? Whose essay is it? Just reverse that verb order. Verb here is it. Right.
Yeah.
All correct. Any questions?
No.
Okay, great. And Asma, your turn.
Yeah, please, teacher. Whose? You said that it's relative, but here in this example, I see that it means possession. So, can you explain to me more, please?
Sorry, your microphone is kind of quiet. Which
Okay.
example?
No, about whose. Okay. When I join the class, I see that, or you said that whose it's a relative. Okay.
Yes.
But here in this example, I see that it means possession.
Yeah, it is actually both. And I think I want to add on. Oh no, that's fine. It is both. It's a possessive relative pronoun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I wasn't. I had just thought of it as a relative pronoun. I taught a
Yeah.
lesson a couple months back that was just whose, which, and that, relative pronouns. But it is also possessive.
Mm. But
So that was my mistake, saying
yeah.
it's not possessive. It is possessive.
Okay. But
Okay.
here we have an example. Do we have an example which whose is used in the middle of the sentence?
Yeah.
Does
Let's,
Anna do that?
yeah, let's look at my examples really quick here. So I didn't get all 7. I apologize, but Actually, let's look at number 5 first. I couldn't tell whose phone was ringing. In this case, it's possessive, and I'm not sure whose it is. But this one, I think, is the type of sentence you're thinking of. I apologize to the woman whose toes I had stepped on.
Oh, here is relative. Okay.
Yeah, this is relative in the sense that I was thinking of, where we
hang
have.
on, I will write it down so I can see it now.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Thanks, teacher.
Yes, of course. Great. Yeah, so this is the relative pronoun I was thinking of. I was thinking of this kind of subordinating type pronoun, but pronouns are used many ways. So, good question.
I'm ready. You can move the screen. Thank
you. All right, go ahead. Oops, and I'm just gonna. Okay, Asma, go ahead.
Okay, I wrote only 3 sentences because I didn't understand who's. Okay. Who is the winner of the tournament? Who is the suspect in this crime? Do you see the girl who is wearing a hard hat outside of the construction site?
Great, excellent. All 3 very good examples of the who is contraction. We could change this just to show whose. We could use the relative pronoun here. We could say whose hard hat was outside of the construction site. Oh, it's not recognizing hard hat as a noun.
I can say whose hard hat yellow is yellow, no?
Yeah, whose yellow hard hat? It just wasn't recognizing hard as a noun there, because hard is usually an adjective. But if we had just a regular noun, you'd see that spell check recognizes it as correct. So that would be just one way to do it. It is possessive.
Thanks.
Yeah, great question. All right. Any other questions at this point on our examples? All right. We've got lots more, so let's switch back to our lesson here. All right. We've got the who's and whose. Possession of nouns ending in an S. Oh, this is good. All right. So to show possession of a plural noun that ends in S, the apostrophe goes after the S. I feel like we kind of already practiced this. So we're just going to go right to the task. So let's, again, you'll read the sentence, tell us the error, and how you correct it. Let's have, Greg, will you go first for this one?
Okay, we have 3 cats. I think it's correct. The cat's litter box is in the basement, so the apostrophe should be at the end of the cats.
Exactly. Great. Oh, I can't see that. All right, Anna, number 2.
Okay. All of the teachers went to the restaurant. The teacher's bill was over $500. The second teachers, we have to put an apostrophe there. The teacher's bill.
Before or after the S?
After.
Yes.
I don't know if they went Dutch.
Oh, yeah, if they went Dutch and each teacher got their own bill, then between. But you are correct. It goes after the S. Good. Go Dutch means to split the bill. A good phrasal verb idiom there. Idiomatic phrasal verb. Luba, number 3. Oh, and I'm sorry, I muted your microphone, so you have to click on mute. I apologize.
Okay, sorry. How do we spell go Dutch, or how did you say?
Oh, let me take that. Go. It's a little old-fashioned. Well, not super much, but I don't really say it myself. But it does mean to split the bill. Go Dutch. Yeah, I think it's probably out of fashion because I think the root of this comes from a stereotype about Dutch people.
Okay, so it's ladies' night. Oops.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Luba.
I lost the screen. It's ladies' night at the bowling hail, so have to put apostrophe in ladies after S.
Yeah, it goes after the S. Good. And we will have a spelling change, so it goes after the S.
Y
Good.
to I.
Yep, the Y to the IE for plural. Plural, and then apostrophe for ownership. All right. Number 4. Oops, let me see. Where am I in order? Greg. Oh, I skipped Asma last turn. Whoops. Okay, Greg, number 4.
The kids' room are very messy right now, so the apostrophe will be in the case of the kids after the S letter.
After the S in kids. Very good. All right, Asma, I'm sorry I missed you last time. I got the order mixed up in my head. Number 5, please.
Yeah. Okay, the boxes labels are mixed up. Okay, it's after boxes.
Yep, after boxes. Sorry, apostrophe. Very good. The boxes labels. Notice the noun that it possesses is also plural. All right, good. Anna, number 6.
Okay. The last time I saw Dr. Jones, he was at the nurses' station after nurses.
Yeah, the station belongs to the nurses, so we put the apostrophe there to show that it belongs to them. All right, and last one, back to Luba.
The children's book section is on their 3rd floor. We don't need, no, we need apostrophe before S. No?
Correct. Very good. And why?
Because children is not, it's like not regular noun. I mean, it is children in plural form.
Yeah, very good. Children is already plural. We don't add an S, and we don't need. Oh wait, so then we'll put the apostrophe before the S. So in this case, we have a possessive S we're adding on because it doesn't end in S.
Teacher, I have a question, please.
Yes.
About he was at the nurses' station. You said it's before nurses, and here it's the station of the nurses. So we don't have many stations. We don't have two plurals. So why we put the S after nurses?
Oh, this actually could be both ways, and I didn't think of it the other way. So when I thought of this, I thought of like one desk, the station I'm thinking of as like a desk area with many nurses. So one desk or station with many nurses. That's what I thought. But it could also be one nurse and one station.
Yeah. For example, if I want to say, it means for me, I don't know, maybe I'm confused, but for me, if we have two plural, it means, for example, winners of tournaments. So I have to put the apostrophe S after means tournaments winners. Okay, so after. But here we don't have two plurals. Okay, so that's why it doesn't matter if it is pluralized nurses. So we have to put before because station it's one station.
I see what's going on. Yeah, so it doesn't matter how many, it doesn't matter whether this is singular or a plural noun. This can be singular, it can be plural. What matters is this noun. If this noun is singular, the apostrophe goes there. If it's plural, it goes there. And it's independent of how many things they own.
Okay, and here, for example, if it is the winners of one tournament, okay, so it will be before.
Yes, the
So,
tournaments winners.
so we have winners, we have plural. So how is that?
Yes, so the difference between these two, in this one, there were
Two
several
plural.
tournaments and several winners.
Yes.
Here there was just one tournament and it had many winners.
Yeah, like this, nurses, many nurses, but one station.
Yeah, yep. So that's how I read it. It could be read as one nurse, though, depending how big or small the hospital is.
Mm.
Yeah, good questions. Yeah, and good example there with the tournaments. That's why this is a confusing punctuation mark. All right, nice work, everyone. Any other questions on the possession? All right, never fear, we've got tons more to do. Oh boy, this is one that I'm sure you've seen mistaken before by native speakers. These are some of the most common: your versus your, and there, and there. Let's look at your and your. Both of them sound like your in speech. We have the contraction for you are, but we pronounce it exactly the same as your, the possessive pronoun. So the test is, if you can substitute you are, then you can use your with an apostrophe. You're Lionel, right? You are Lionel, right? However, if you can't substitute you are, then you need the word your, the possessive pronoun. Where is your pen? We would never say, where is your pen? All right. Let's practice that. It's another quick fill in the blank. We'll keep going around. Forgot whose turn it was. So Asma, would you start with number 1?
Yeah, okay. Where have you put your passport? It's the second one.
Exactly, without apostrophe. Yeah, possession. Great. Anna, next one.
Okay. Um, you're coming to the concert, aren't you? With the apostrophe, it's a contraction.
Exactly right. And we can kind of tell by that tag question at the end. Coming to the concert, aren't you? Super. Back to Luba.
Your clean laundry is folded in the basket. Possessive pronoun here. Oh, pronoun.
Oops. Yes, very good. Your clean laundry is folded in the basket. All right, 4 goes to Greg.
Why don't you invite some of your friends?
Oops. Yes. Oh, with or without?
Without.
Without apostrophe. Good. All right, Anna. No, Asma, number 5.
Okay. Uh, tell your boss you are sick. You're sick. The second one, possession. You're and you are.
Yeah, you're and you are. Tell your boss you're sick. Why is that crooked? Great, thank you, Anna. Number 6.
Where do you think you are going? Um, Contraction.
Good. And the last one, Luba.
This is not your decision. No contraction.
Good, good, good. Good. Just the one thing I'd like to say on this, pronunciation, they all sound exactly the same. So if you want to sound a little more native-like, when you mean you are, just say your. Any questions on this task? All right. There, and there. This is every high school English teacher's nightmare. These 3, important to have these 3 straight. So here's the difference. The word there is the contraction of they are. Many people incorrectly write there or there when they mean there because of the identical pronunciation. Exact same. No difference. All 3 of these sound the same. So again, the rules, if you can substitute they are, use their contraction. Their, T-H-E-I-R, is the possessive, not pronoun, the possessive determiner. And then there, T-H-E-R-E, has a lot of different parts of speech, but that's the other one. Let's see how we do with this. One, I think, Greg, it's your turn to start here. It is, again, it's to read the sentence, identify the error, and tell us how to correct it.
Okay, I have the phone number in my purse, so it will be without the apostrophe. It's possessive.
Very good, the possessive. Great. Asma, number 2.
Okay. Number 2. There are a few crackers left in the box. Excuse me. I lost. Yeah. What I have to do?
Circle the errors in each sentence and tell us what's correct, but hang on.
Yeah, I think this one is correct. There are a few cracks. There, it's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But here, for example, it's okay. Yeah, a few cracks.
Oh, I think what they want, here it is. We would say this in speech. This is it. This is our little rule here. We would say there are a few. That's exactly how I would say it. There are a few. But we don't do it in writing.
Okay.
So I was like, well, that's right. That's what I would say. And that's what we think. Yeah, we would say it this way, but we can't write it that way. Good. So spell it out. That's the answer to that one. Tricky. They say it's not a word because it's too difficult to pronounce. It is difficult to pronounce, but I think a lot of American English speakers do pronounce it. Or they just make the R longer. There are some crackers. There are a few crackers.
Yeah.
Interesting one. Okay, good work on that one. Thank you. Anna, you're up next.
Do you know if they're coming for dinner or not? Contraction.
Yeah,
There.
exactly. Good. Luba, number 4.
Possessive here. I won't buy their products anymore.
Very good. Back to Greg.
Is there an onion in the fridge? Yes, there is. Uh, yeah, I think it's correct.
Very good. I love this. This has to do with stress. Uh, so we would say, yes, there's an onion in the fridge, but in the short answer, we can't contract it because we don't hear this as the main verb. Right? In our short answers, we always need to hear a verb, whether it's the auxiliary do or be. So you can
Right.
contract it. Yeah, you can contract it when you're saying the full sentence, but when you're doing the short answer, you got to say, yes, there is.
Right.
Tricky one. Very good. All right, 6, Asma, back to you.
Okay. Have you been swimming in their pool yet? No. Uh, in their pool? No. In this pool? We can say it in their pool. In their pool. In their pools? No.
Yeah. So we say it there, but which there? It's not they are.
Second. Yeah. Second there. The
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, good. That's the possessive there. Very good. Excellent. Yep, their swimming pool, it belongs to them. All right, how about 7, Anna?
Okay. There's a snake in the garden. There is. There's. Um. There. And then apostrophe S.
Oh, which there though?
THERE.
Yes, the existential there. And we then can contract the verb be. There's a snake. All right, and our last one, number 8. Back to Luba.
May I say that we have 2 mistakes here? Like,
Oh, yes, you can.
is he there? Like, is he THERE?
Correct.
And then we have a short positive response or answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
Very good. You nailed it. We do have 2 mistakes because of the short answer. And again, the existential there, the there that talks about the existence of something. Good. Any questions on there, and there?
Why is there so many there?
Oh boy, that question I don't think I can answer. What I can tell you, a fun fact about English, is that a long, long time ago, these were probably all pronounced differently. So back when they decided how to spell a word, this probably was pronounced like Terre, and this was Teir, and this was Tear. I don't know exactly, but that's what I can tell you.
No, it was just a joke.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So many people have the same native speakers with the same question. All right, let's carry on. I took a very intensive history of English class, and we learned about Old English and how much the sounds changed. It's fascinating. And I
I
guess
mean,
that's why I'm an English teacher.
so based on your history lesson, the English speakers try to think more about, okay, we have those words, maybe it will be easier for everyone if we start to pronounce a couple of words in the same way, which actually doesn't make any sense because they just keep it to the original pronunciation and nobody will be confused, including English speakers.
Yes. I think they had a meeting about it. So funny. I love it. Thanks everyone for all your senses of humor with our grammar. Makes grammar way more fun. I think we've got plenty of time to get a few more exercises in. Apostrophes are not used with possessive adjectives. Okay. Let's see. Just want to look ahead. Just with the time, I don't know that I want to necessarily read all of this for you or have you all read it. We've already addressed the kind of spelling change, right? When the Y turns to IES, it's just the plural spelling. We don't use an apostrophe to make a plural. I think let's just jump right into the tasks, and when we get stuck, we'll go back and review. So again, we're going to say, no, this is a little different. We'll say if it's correct or incorrect. So read the sentence and decide if it is correct or incorrect. Just remember, we don't use apostrophes with possessive adjectives, like his apostrophe house. No, no, no. Also with possessive pronouns, we don't use them. We can use them with these. Indefinite pronouns can work like a person's name. We can use them. Let's just try it. Whose turn? Greg, I think it's your turn.
I introduced Joanne to his girlfriend, so this is the apostrophe is useless. So it's
Yeah.
not. It is not correct.
Excellent. Incorrect. We'll use the I for incorrect. Correct. Asma, number 2.
Okay. The dog showed on its leash. It's incorrect. It's possessive.
Exactly right. It says possessive, so possessives don't take the apostrophe. Great. Anna, number 3.
Is anybody else frozen?
No, mine's working fine.
Okay. It is incorrect, teacher.
Mhm.
We have to put an apostrophe.
Right here. Yeah. Yep. Anybody else? And then we need the possessive to show.
Before the letter S.
Yep, exactly right. Yep, it would go right here. Excellent. Number 4, back around to Luba.
Why is nobody's work completed? I guess let it be after S.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I don't see the rule.
No.
So.
Yes, this is the rule.
It's correct.
This one is correct because nobody functions, even if it refers to lots of not people, it acts as a singular.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So all of these indefinite pronouns, everyone, even though everyone refers to 100 people, we would say everyone is ready. And the same with else. So that's a really tricky one. All of these kind of work as singular nouns, so they can take a possessive S. Great. Greg, how about the next one?
Everyone kids got along well together, so everyone's will be incorrect. It should be the apostrophe between E and S.
Yeah, very good. We might be tempted to put it after the S. That's also incorrect. It goes between, just as you said, it goes between the E and the S. All right, Asma, one more for you.
Okay. I think this is yours water bottle. Okay, yours. It's possessive. It's incorrect.
Yep, incorrect. And why?
Yours. It's yours. Means it belongs to you.
Mm-hmm.
So the water bottle it belongs to you. So that's why it's incorrect for me. I don't know.
Yep. Yep, the word your already shows the possession. We don't need to add a possessive S because the word your already does that work. Very good. And
So
Anna, oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, only we use your.
Yeah. The other, if this weren't here, we could say, I think this is yours. What we have is a possessive adjective that goes in front of a noun, but yours with an S, let me type this, oops. Yours with an S is a possessive pronoun, so it would take the place of the noun. That's a lot of grammar all at once, but I could say, I think this is yours, period. But if you have a noun following, you have to use your, no S.
But here, teacher, water bottle, it's water bottle. It's not like an adjective, means it defines what's kind of this bottle.
Yeah, so both of these are functioning as nouns. Both of them are nouns here.
Okay.
Yeah, good question. Really good question. That's another tricky area. Possessives in general are just tricky in English. We have several ways to show possession and lots of rules involved with them. Good question. Anna, will you take our last one?
Yes. Is this chair our or theirs? Now okay. Ours is wrong. Okay, it's just our without the apostrophe and the letter S. But now I don't know if
We're going to type a couple examples here. This
we
is
should
good.
take away the S, our or their, or theirs. I'm confused now.
Good, yeah. This is great. And it goes along with Asma's question too. So with this structure, is this chair, I want to find out whose it is. That's kind of like a description, right? This, wait a second. Sorry, hang on. Is this chair ours or theirs? The mistake here is the apostrophe. The rest is correct. But we could also have, is this our chair or their chair? Or is this our chair or theirs? So the possessive has an S when it's not followed by a noun, right? In this case, it's taking the place of a noun.
Stephanie, if it there was coming first, is this their chair or ours?
That is correct. You could say that. Is this their chair or ours? Yeah, that is correct.
And then, okay.
The difference
I
between
think,
oops, sorry, go ahead.
no, I think I've got it. I think.
Good. And here's, I'm typing a little maybe grammar box here we can think of it as. If it has an S, it's a possessive pronoun, which means it takes the place of the noun. Otherwise, it's just an adjective. So if the noun is still there, no S, it's just an adjective. If there is an S at the end, it's a possessive pronoun, and it has to take the place of the noun. A lot of heavy grammar, and this is kind of an area in and of itself. But great question.
Can I ask a question about the pronunciation of one word?
Yes, of course.
So we have this word, our game, for example, or something, and sometimes the pronunciation is similar to R. So which one of those should I use it, and which is more frequent? Because
A native speaker will pronounce these two exactly the same in fluent speech. When I'm speaking to my friends casually or even in a presentation to native speakers, I will probably pronounce those exactly the same.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I pronounce them differently, but that's because I'm an English teacher. Most English speakers will pronounce them exactly the same, like are.
Teacher,
Great
one
question.
last question.
Yes, of course.
Ours. Okay, it's a possessive pronouns. What about if I want to talk about something related to us, not to us, like their, they.
Yep, so it works. We have their, that's the adjective, the possessive adjective. I'm going to abbreviate a little here, possessive adjective. And then we have theirs, and that's the possessive pronoun. Then we have his. This is where it's real confusing. His, that's the possessive adjective, his cat. But we also have his, the possessive pronoun. That cat is his. For her, we have her and hers.
Yeah. So here, teacher, in this example, the second example, is this ours chair or theirs? Missing
In
the
this
S.
case, we have two different. Here we have the possessive adjective. It's describing the chair. It's our chair. And here we have a possessive pronoun. It's taking the place of their chair, theirs.
Okay.
In this case, we have two different. Here we have the possessive adjective. It's describing the chair. Oh, there's a delay. I can hear myself talking.
Yeah.
It's strange. Well, I hope that helped. There's quite a lot to do. I might set up another class for next week, maybe even another two. Definitely one more. I'll save this and we can meet back. So you can keep an eye on my profile page, and we'll finish this up. Or if not, I'll see you again in another class in the future.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have
Thank
a
you
good
very
night.
much.
My
Bye.
pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye.